What is up, boys and girls, men, women, train wrecks, cis women, he, him, they, theirs, she, she's. Welcome back to Thoughts of a Predicate Winner. Your favorite, most certainly one of the most hated, reactors in these YouTube streets. And I am finally getting around to some new Chris Webby. All right, look, real talk, enough of the silliness. I've been telling a lot of the Chris Webby fans for quite a while at this point that I was going to get around to Chris Webby, but I wanted to wait. Well, why did you want to wait, Nelly? Well, I wanted to wait because I'm getting into the depth of all these other catalogs. And I knew that Chris Webby had a project coming out. This project is produced by none other than my second, and I wouldn't even say second, by my favorite producer on earth next to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is 1A, Scott Storch is 1B. And on any given Sunday, I might switch the two. Because I don't think that Dr. Dre is Dr. Dre without Scott Storch. And I don't think that Scott Storch is Scott Storch without Dr. Dre. It's just my thoughts. It's my 2 pennies. Believe what you want to believe. I know that still Dre is the greatest rap beat ever to me. And Dre couldn't have done that without Scott. So I think that Scott Storch is, first of all, massively slept on, even though everybody knows who he is and everybody loves his music. But I wanted to wait on this project to start rolling out before I really dove into the whole Chris Webby wave. I've done a couple of raw thoughts. I think I have a playlist up for Chris Webby, but I've done a couple of raw thoughts, and I guess I did the one that he did with Tech Nine. I did the one that he did with Ren. And I think that my takeaway with Chris Webby is just that Chris Webby is a spitter. He can rap. He grabs on your attention and your heartstrings, and he does it in the way that really only like Eminem, NF, hops in, you know, the storytellers, like the hold your attention until I'm done talking group of rappers, you know, and he does it extremely well. Ren as well. Tom McDonald is another one that it's the same. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? You have my attention. So I felt like, all right, as soon as I figured out who Chris Webby was, I follow him on Instagram. I think it was a couple of weeks later, I see that he's working on an album with none other than Scott Storch. And I'm like, this is perfect. That's when I'm going to start reacting to him. And I appreciate all of you guys for your patience. Thank you so much, man. It's you know, I know that it's taken me a long time, but I'm excited to get into this next one. And I know this is a long intro, but I really wanted to set the tone and let you guys know how excited I am to get into this. This is Scott Storch, Chris Webby, and it seems to be talking back in my baggie. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to get into this, bro. Let's do it. But before we do it, please make sure to smash that like button and that subscribe button for me. It just helps the channel grow. It helps propel me into the algorithm. So if you like content like this, you're most certainly going to see more of it here, and you can help the channel grow, and we'll celebrate more and more subscriptions and more success together as we just continue to go down these music rabbit holes, man. Are y'all ready to get into it, though? I know that I've wore y'all out with this intro. I'm going on 5 minutes. I'm sorry. All right. Let's go. Where we at? Is it the first one or the second one that I did? Nope. My B. Definitely not redoing that intro, though.
They say I'm back in my baggie, so catch a whiff on the breeze. Couple pills in my pocket, a couple tricks up my sleeve.
Listen to them keys. Listen to them keys. Scott Storch. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm back in my baggie, so catch a whiff on the breeze. Couple pills in my pocket, a couple tricks up my sleeve. Magic mushrooms and natties, some Molly crystals and trees. Yeah, whatever you want it, I got that shit that you need. I'm still chemically imbalanced on that shit. I'm still chemically imbalanced. I'm still chemically imbalanced. One-way trip. I'm back in my baggie, and now I'm back on my shit. Way back when I was like 12.
Oh my goodness.
Pills from up off the shelf and
oh dude, I'm a child in a candy store. I'm a kid in heaven. This is amazing. This is amazing, dude. The beat is, oh my goodness, bro. I feel like it's 2002 again, and Eminem and Dre are cooking up in the studio. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe 2007 relapse era, but Eminem doesn't have the crazy voice. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something special here. Are y'all listening with headphones, listening off your phones? Let me know in the comments. Are you listening over a stereo or a sound system? Because, bro, this is really good. This is my bag. Like, no pun intended. This is my baggie. Let's go, Chris. Let's go.
That you need. I'm still chemically imbalanced on that
Me too, dog.
I'm still chemically imbalanced. Lost my grip. I'm still chemically imbalanced. One-way trip. I'm back in my baggie, and now I'm back on my shit. Way back when I was like 12, taking mom's pills from up off the shelf. Been a little fucked up ever since, oh well. I'm a little autistic, I couldn't even tell you. I was in the classroom sniffing on markers, till I found the whippets and they hit a little harder. With the cocaine, my pupils got larger, but something in my brain just kept taking it farther. Now they say a dose of my drugs alone could kill elephants. Ketamine, X, and dextroamphetamine. While I'm in a bubble bath, yelling fly, pelican flight. The Scarface of these pharmaceutical medicines. Underground veteran, bad to my skeleton. Turning everything you hold dear into venison. Paying my tab with a rolled up Benjamin. Doing lines off a girl's tits like a gentleman. Living my life in the penalty box. Offended a lot, but here we come, ready or not. With Webby and Scott in the mid-bass, treble or not. So hard you break every vertebrae in your neck when it drops. When the rap game boogeyman pulling up slow. Smoke in the airbag full of that blow. Catch a contact from the words I flow. Y'all know. They say I'm back in my baggie, so
Yes. What makes this even more dope to me is that what Chris Webby is spitting about, Scott Storch also feels. This is also Scott Storch's story. And for all of us out there, man, I'm 11 years removed from opiates. 11 years removed from amphetamines. Okay? And I don't know why, even 11 years off of it, I don't know why, but it's really fun to celebrate and enjoy the storytelling of massive drug abuse, dude. It's just so fun. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's dope to us. I don't know why it's so hard, but it is. It just is. It just is. If you're out there and you feel like me, salute. Because this is stupid hard, bro. And the beat, just, he's such a legendary producer to me, bro. To be all these years down the road and still be able to put it together like that, get the keys, I mean, the 808s, the drum patterns, like, and to be able to put it all together like that, it's chef's kiss. It really is, man. Because, like, even with Dre, like, Dre is Dre. But today, he can't make a beat like he made in the Still Dre days, the Marshall Mathers LP days, the Obi Trice days, the Snoop Dogg days. No, he can't. So to be able to hear Scott Storch producing at this level and then engineering it with a mastermind lyricist like Chris Webby, I think that this is just incredible. I'm like a kid in a candy store for real. This is so fun to me. All right, let's get it, man. Back to the hook.
They say I'm back in my baggie, so catch a whiff on the breeze. Couple pills in my pocket, a couple tricks up my sleeve.
Listen, man, we did used to carry pills. Who out here used to carry them in the pocket, bro? I used to keep them in the pocket. Never in the pill bottle. Why? because in the pill bottle they shook and they made noise, and everybody around knew that you had them on you. So you would slide them in the pocket without nothing touching them, and you just hope that they didn't break or smush up or fall out of your pocket because you didn't want that noise. You didn't want that rattle. You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry for that sidetrack. Let's get it.
Pills in my pocket, a couple tricks up my sleeve. Magic mushrooms and natty, some Molly crystals and trees. Yeah, whatever you want it, I got that shit that you need. I'm still chemically imbalanced on that shit. I'm still chemically imbalanced.
This is hard.
I'm still chemically imbalanced. One-way trip. I'm back in my baggie, and now I'm back on my shit. By 21, I don't think I cared much that I could legally drink, cause I was on acid, bumping that Pink Floyd in that void, and taking it to the brink, and popping another pill, and crushing the fat line,
bass,
keeping the blinds down and losing track of the time. Is my heart beating like this a bad sign? Nah, I'm fine, just take a...
Nah, same. I feel that because, like, I feel that to the core. Maybe that's why we celebrate it together, man, because really that's a dangerous, that's a dangerous place to be. It's a bad place to be. It's very negative. There's not really any kind of positive that you can make from those types of situations. But even, like, I remember specifically, like, I would get so close to death, and you could feel it. Like, all of you guys out there that have a history with this, you know what it is. Like, mixing uppers and downers, and you're just, you don't even know what your heart's doing. Is it beating too fast? Has it slowed down so much that I'm not going to be able to wake up whenever I go to sleep? Like, what is it? And all of us have felt that, right? And I didn't even believe in God or Jesus at this point in my life. I'm a Jesus freak now, but in that day and time, I didn't even believe in it. And I remember a couple of times, specifically the first time I ever tried fentanyl. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that in a YouTube video, but here we are. The first time that I tried that was a strip. It was a strip form, and we would chew it up. You know what I mean? You chew the strip instead of putting it on your body or whatever. I don't know why we did it like that, but that's how we did it. And I had also been up for a couple of days on, the amphetamines as well. And I just, bro, I got real dizzy, real sick, kind of didn't collapse, but just kind of folded onto the ground, and felt like in that moment, if I let myself pass out, I'm not going to wake up. But I was slipping, bro. I was falling asleep. You know what I mean? And I just knew it. I knew in my head that if I go to sleep, I'm not going to wake up. So I just said this prayer, and I was scared. I was terrified. I almost called my mom. And there's another instance where I actually do call my mom. But in this specific instance, man, I just remember laying there feeling helpless, and just knowing, not guessing, knowing that I wasn't going to make it through. And I just threw this prayer up to whoever was listening. And now I believe, like I said, now I'm a Jesus guy. But at that point in time, I'm throwing this prayer up, and I'm like, God, please let me make it through the night. I promise I won't do this anymore. I promise. And then I would wake up the next morning, and before I even took my shower, right back to it. In that specific situation, literally took another patch and started chewing it. In that exact situation. And that's just the way our brains work. So at this point in time, all we can do really is just laugh about it. And I also think that it's just a way for us to say, like, this is really dumb. Like, you shouldn't do this. This is really stupid. Look what it can do to your life. But in a way, you know what it is, bro? I think because, like, once you've gone through the steps, once you've been through these meetings, once you've been through detox, once you've met other addicts, and you talk to other people about your story, and if you have that serious sentiment to it, a lot of people will really look at you and they'll be like, bro, I am so sorry. And you don't really want people to feel sorry for you. You want to celebrate the fact that you made it through that. You know what I mean? When I share my story, I'm never looking for sympathy. I'm always looking to inspire, right? That's me. Chris Webby isn't me, and I'm not him. But I believe that with this, what he's doing here is just, this is just what it was. It's what, you know what I mean? And here we are now. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky. I doubt that he's on all of that. You know what I mean? If he is, then God bless him. I mean, the song is still fire, but I'm just thinking to myself as somebody that struggled with drugs and I'm more than struggled. Like, I really, because of Jesus, I was able to overcome all of that. Not to my own credit at all, but because of Jesus, I was able to overcome all of that. And I'm in a place now where I really think that music like this is super dope, super hard. I love hearing about it. It gets me giggly, gets me excited. Not afraid to admit that. And it's dope. No pun intended, all the way around. And so I think that this is amazing. This is something I can hear myself listening to this in the car, in the gym, all over the place, bro. This slaps. And Scott Storch still got it, bro. And Webby is a lyricist. I mean, he's going to do what a lyricist does. This is fire. Absolute fire.
Couple real deep breaths, I'ma be okay. Guess I should've listened to my teachers, eh? I would say Big Pharma is the one to blame, but let's be real, I be on drugs either way. I'm a neurodivergent, my brain is surging with an urge to wreak havoc, burn some herb and go sick, go dumb with the smoke in the lungs. Yeah, Webby's on one, I swerve in third person. Hope there ain't no fentanyl in it. But if I'm not dead in 4 minutes, I'd like to remind you that I'm still king, and you only in the game cause I'm letting y'all in it.
That's hard. That's hard. I love when the beat breaks down right there, man, and all you're basically hearing is the keys. Scott Storch has this super dope way with the keys where it almost sounds like the keys are a drum. It's dope, bro. Like, Scott Storch is really one of them ones. Listen to what I'm talking about.
Not dead in 4 minutes, I'd like to remind you that I'm still
You can still beat your head to it. You know what I mean?
Hey. Had a raw crushed down, lined up, locked in. You don't want it with the rap Hunter S. Thompson. Brain got a buzz and the blood full of toxins. They say I'm back in my baggie, so catch a whiff on the breeze. Couple pills in my pocket, a couple tricks up my sleeve. Magic mushrooms and natty, some Molly crystals and trees. Yeah, whatever you want it, I got that shit that you need. I'm still chemically imbalanced on that shit. I'm still chemically imbalanced. Lost my grip. I'm still chemically imbalanced.
This is absolutely ridiculously hard, bro.
In my baggie, and now I'm back on my shit.
Man, that's
Forget
incredible.
about it, Frankie.
That's incredible. That's super dope. It's super dope to hear Scott Storch at this level. It's super dope to hear Chris Webby just obliterate that beat. And it's dope because Scott Storch is a #1 record producer, bro. It's crazy that he's working with somebody like Chris Webby. Not that Chris Webby isn't talented enough. Scott Storch, y'all don't understand. I don't think. Scott Storch, Still Dre, okay? Just a Little Bit by 50 Cent. Candy Shop by 50 Cent. Lean Back by Fat Joe. Make It Rain by Fat Joe. I could go on and on and on and name all these different hits that he's produced, man. So it's nuts that he's working in the underground spaces. But it's absolute fire. I love it. I love seeing him reaching out to the underground, or whether the underground reached up to him matters none to me. I just think it's a super dope. And I think it's crazy they got a whole album coming out. Because Scott Storch has some of my favorite B-sides as well. If you go and listen to the Game's documentary album, there's a song on the documentary called Start From Scratch. It is the hardest beat ever to me. It's like literally top three beats ever. And it's just, the Game is, you know, essentially it mimics like if the Game went, or not if, the Game goes into the studio, he's super obliterated, drunk, and just spilling his heart, spilling his feelings out. And that song, I love that song. That song is amazing. That's another one Scott Storch produced, but not a #1. You get what I'm saying? So I can't wait to hear the B-sides to this album as well. Shout out to Chris Webby, man. This is great. I can't wait to hear the rest of this album. I don't know about you guys, but hopefully there'll be a couple of more videos at least so I can, you know, and hey, if you guys want to do like a full album breakdown type deal, I'm down for that too. Let me figure out when this album comes out so I can say it and not look like a retard. Oh, wow. We only got 2 weeks, dude. It's coming out on September 17th. It's called 88 milligrams. Yeah, dude, no features. I can't wait to hear this. I literally can't wait to hear this. Shout out to Scott Storch. This was amazing, man. And Scott, welcome to the underground, baby. Maybe you're even watching some of these reaction videos. If so, bro, salute. I love Scott Storch, man. If you couldn't tell, If I haven't made that abundantly clear at this point, Scott Storch is the GOAT, bro. The GOAT. Super dope. Super dope. I love this, and I can't wait to hear more. Literally can't wait to hear more. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Please make sure to like and subscribe on your way out the door, and I'll see you on the next one, whatever that might be. Peace.